is finding that out.
When we talk about budget Windows laptops, we don't think about a laptop which looks like this. This compact, this good looking, this sleek, and overall a very appealing package. That's exactly what Microsoft has done and has attempted to appeal to budget laptop buyers with the Microsoft Surface Laptop Go. Costs up to 91,900, which is definitely not budget laptop territory in India. So, does Microsoft still hit the right chords with the Surface Laptop Go, or does it compromise too much for its price, or is it too pricey for what it offers? In other words, let's find out in our review of the Microsoft Surface Laptop Go. When it comes to the overall design, the Microsoft Surface Laptop Go looks really sleek. It is very compact, it is very easy to fit into any backpack or sling bag or side bag that you're carrying, and it is a very convenient device to use. Opening the laptop is very hassle free, although I wish there was a slight notch in opening the laptop. It does get the job done, but there are a few quirks about this charging port in the sense that you might struggle to fit it a little, and even if you are managing to fit it on a tight kind of a reach, it does tend to get disconnected pretty easily. That is something that Surface needs to fix, Microsoft needs to fix with its Surface lineup. But on other terms, in terms of build, design, and the overall look and feel and ergonomics of the laptop, this is as good as you can expect a budget laptop to be. In terms of the overall performance, the Microsoft Surface Laptop Go does make multiple noticeable compromises, and this is where things become tricky for this laptop. You see, the Surface Laptop Go's entry level variant, which costs about 64,000 rupees in India, has just 4 GB of RAM and 64 GB of eMMC storage. That is extremely limiting, especially considering that for that price you would get much better performing laptops with a full-fledged Core i3 or i5 new generation processor, 8 GB RAM and higher storage variants in India itself. In terms of overall everyday performance, the laptop is super smooth. But the big limiting factor over here, beyond the fact that it does not come with a backlit keyboard, more on that later, is that it runs on Windows 10s, which is, as we know, the cut version of the full Windows 10 experience. Now, of course, you can unlock Windows 10 full version for free once if you upgrade from Windows 10s, but you can't revert back to the S. And this laptop was specifically designed keeping the budget laptop user in mind, keeping in mind users who would want to stay within the Microsoft ecosystem of apps. The big limitation in Windows 10s being that you can't download apps from external sources but only from the Microsoft Store. So that is a big limitation, and once you upgrade to Windows 10 full variant from Windows 10s, you can't come back to it. Apart from that, the lack of a backlit keyboard does hinder usage of the laptop, especially at night. And given that you're paying 93,000 rupees for it, which is close to 1 lakh, it is a little confusing as to why you would want to buy a laptop that doesn't have a feature as basic as a backlit keyboard. Apart from that, the touchscreen performance is quite smooth, even though the resolution of the screen is a slightly lower version and not entirely full HD. It still does its job pretty well. Videos look fine enough thanks to a nice color balance on the display, and touch response on the laptop is quite great. So to conclude, should you buy the Microsoft Surface Laptop Go? Well, the question has multiple answers. First, if you want a laptop that looks and feels a certain way and has a very high value in terms of aesthetics, the Surface Laptop Go is a very good option to consider. However, do keep in mind that you will be paying a premium just for that aesthetic and the Surface tag, even in a laptop that sits in the Go division of Microsoft's Surface hardware. In terms of performance, while the top variant does offer decent enough though in terms of how the laptop would work, the basic variant just doesn't cut it, and it just doesn't make sense to buy a laptop with 64 GB storage, that too at a price of around 65,000. At around 92,000 also, there are multiple gaming laptops which would make more sense if you are looking at a core performance laptop. However, that's not what Microsoft has targeted with its Go line of Surface laptops. So if you want a sleek laptop that is good enough for everyday work, and that the Surface Laptop Go is, you can consider the Surface Laptop Go as an option if you want to stay within the Windows ecosystem.